And looking for the green flag at the cone. 15 laps here, the distance for this makeup Robert Horne Ford Bomber main event. We're underway. And it will be Ross Krajak, your race leader, over Toby Wibito in that second spot, followed by Tyler DeLong, Don Berner, Justin Wyckoff. They go side by side for second. They're 3 wide behind him. Now 4 wide, a little bit. One car way off the pace. 15 Wayne Dunsworth makes contact with the other 15, the 15S of Michael Sabowski. Wayne Dunsworth has a right rear flat on his car as he right now is trying to get the handle on that number 15 machine, though. But that right rear being flat, he's got a hard time as his car washes way up the racetrack, almost hits the walls. Justin Wyckoff slow as well. Turn DeLong, spins around, flips over in turn 4. Colby Olivet makes contact with the wall, as well as Jason Knoopel, as red flag will fly. And we'll look for the green flag at the cone. Green flag's in the air. We're back underway. And Ross Krajak leads the field off of turn number 4. Jason Knoopel in the 72 machine catches the field sleeping. He pulled down the inside right now, battling Don Berner for that second spot. He started back in, I believe, the 8th spot in that number 72 machine. And right now, here he is in third, trying to work to the inside of Don Berner in the 14 machine as Colby Olivet once again has trouble into turn number 3, makes contact with the wall. The 48, David Watkins, he's also in the mix, very slow on the racetrack. Looks like Watkins' car limping around, see if he gets it back in the loud pedal. I do not believe he can, as yellow flag will fly for Davey Watkins. Watkins, who earlier set the quick time during the Robert Horne Ford Bomber qualifying. This one, 15 laps. 2 laps are down, 13 to go. And Ross Krajak will hang on to the race lead off of turn number 2. Don Berner, Jason Knoopel, Michael Sabowski almost went 4 wide. Farnes and Sabowski make contact. Sabowski spins around. His car comes to a stop. Yellow flag comes out. Then green flag's in the air. Still just 2 laps down, 13 to go. Been a slow burn here in first Bomber main event of the night as they work off of turn number 2. Top 4 separate themselves from Aaron Collier and Toby Wibito. Collier had some issues getting off of turn number 2 that last time. Got a little squirrely off of turn 2. But here comes Don Berner down the inside of Krajak. Krajak, though, will hang on to the race lead. Then that 51R. Here comes Jason Knoopel now to his outside. Jason Knoopel, your track champion last year for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers, did not crack victory lane here at Arizona Speedway. Right now looking very sporty the outside of Mark Farnes on the number 9 machine. Farnes and Knoopel, they're side by side for third. Up front, Don Berner and Ross Krajak, they're side by side as well for the top spot. Krajak has it, he'll lead him in 1. Ross Krajak has the race lead going into turn at number 1, but here comes Don Berner back to the inside. Bomber Don looking pretty racy here tonight in main event number 1 for Robert Horne Ford Bombers. Trying to work his way down the inside of Krajak, and that 51R can't quite get the exit speed that he needs, but here he is once again trying to throw the haymaker at Krajak. Krajak, though, will lead it. At the line, just barely by a nose with the 14 to Don Berner. Now here comes Berner. Once again, down the inside, turn number 1, has a great entry speed. Now he's going to pull up side by side, going to drag race with Krajak into turn number 3. Don Berner through turns 3 and 4, doesn't seem to have as fast a car as Krajak, but this time he'll hang on to that top spot as Mark Farnes and Krajak now going to try to split the 14 machine, go 3 wide with him. Jason Knoopel back there in the mix as well as top 4 drivers. You can throw a blanket over him off of turn number 2. Ross Krajak tries to battle back to the outside of the 14 machine of Don Berner here in a few laps. There's one car lost a tire. I believe it's the 51R Krajak. Krajak loses his tire. Wayne Dunsworth, oh, there it goes, rolling down the front straightaway. Watch out down there in the infield. Looking for the green flag at the cone. 9 laps to go. Green flag's back in the air, and Don Berner got caught sleeping on that restart. Mark Farnes, Jason Knoopel make it 3 wide for your race lead into turn 1. Mark Farnes down the inside. Don Berner with good drive off this side of the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Michael Sabowski down to the outside, slicing and dicing from 5th to battling for the race lead into 3. Sabowski up on top side of the racetrack, trying to work his way around Don Berner, who tries to slam the door on him. Can't quite do it because Sabowski's right there. He'll take the race lead into 1. Michael Slabowski took the race lead for a brief moment. Here comes Don Berner fighting back down on his inside. Can't quite do anything with him, though. See Slabowski with a full head of steam off the top side of the racetrack at turn number 2. He'll take the race lead using the top side through turns 3 and 4, but Berner, though, fighting back, not letting him slip away. Slabowski, though, will lead that lap, followed by Berner. Then it's Mark Farnes in third, Jace Caduple in fourth. Aaron Collier rounds out your top 5. As Berner and Slabowski still side by side for the top spot. Slabowski, though, using the momentum off the top side of the racetrack. Don Berner trying to get a little push there for the number 9 machine of Mark Farnes as they race into turn number 3. Off of 4 they come. Slabowski has the top spot. Still going to work the top side of the racetrack. Had a little bit of a clearance right there over the 14 machine Don Berner. As Berner, though, fights back to the inside of Slabowski. The 15S going to drag race with him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. These two drivers mixing it up here on the racetrack off of turn at number 4. Don Berner almost took the race lead back as Megan Ray spun off of turn number 2. She'll get her car refired. We stay clean and green. Megan Ray comes right back on the racetrack, though, in front of your race leaders, Michael Slabowski, Don Berner, and Mark Farnes. Those 3 have broken away from Aaron Collier and Chase Canuple. That's your top 5 right now, as Bob Irish, Colby Olivet battle 6th and 7th. Joby Wibito's in 8th. 9th is Josh Monday. Dwayne Dunsworth rounds out your top 10. Who can clear the lap traffic quicker? Michael Slabowski on the top side of the racetrack blows by the 62 machine of Megan Ray. Don Berner, though, side by side now with the 62 machine of Ray. Mark Farnes going to go top shelf, though, trying to follow the line that Slabowski was using. Ray, though, washes up the racetrack. Berner sneaks by her as Ray almost made contact with the 9 machine of Mark Farnes. All that's happening back there for the second and third place drivers. Michael Slabowski leads the field off of turn number 2. By about 6 car lengths now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. What a race it's been for Michael Slabowski as Aaron Collier spins around. In turn number 4, yellow flag will fly for the 13X of Collier. Slabowski, say work off of turn number 2. Slabowski with a little bit of a wiggle. Colby Olivet as well as the field stays green. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Michael Slabowski, Mark Farnes, Don Berner, your top 3 drivers. Lead them up the field off of 4. It's going to be settled between one of those 3 drivers as Mark Farnes is going to drop the car down the inside of Michael Slabowski. Mark Farnes to the inside of Slabowski. They go side by side off of turn number 2. Drag race into turn number 3. Farnes drives it in deep, right to the inside of the 15S of Slabowski. The white flag's in the air this time by. Mark Farnes takes the white flag, but can he make it back around and take the checkered flag? They're still side by side going into 1. Off of turn number 2, Mark Farnes has the race lead by about a car length now with the 15S of Michael Slabowski. Can Slabowski do anything with the number 9 machine? He has one final chance in turn number 3. The crowd's up on their feet. It will be the 9 of Mark Farnes, though, your main event winner. As the crew already makes his way over to the number 9 of Mark Farnes. Main event that was. And race fans, I'll tell you what, they got another one here tonight to close out the show here at Robert Horne Ford night for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers. Mark Farnes climbs out of the race car. Fans, your main event winner. Beating Michael Slabowski in the 15S. The MF Racing number 9, Mark Farnes. Man, looked like you saved the good stuff there for the last couple laps.
Well, I was giving it all I had. I'm sorry about that on that one deal with Michael. Didn't mean to get into him. I guess we're all racing for the same spot.
Yeah, definitely race for the same spot up here on the front straightaway here in the makeup main event. Great race here tonight, man. You got another one to go.
Well, hopefully I can do it again. Thanks to all you folks for coming out and paying attention to us. We appreciate it a lot.
All right, Mark Farnes, your first main event winner here tonight for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers.